Alrighty, this is so awesome here. Our next guest is a reminder of how awesome young minds can be. Joining me in Studio 61 is the winner of a National Inventor Award, Noah Koszczukewicz, and he's from Newington.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So excited to hear about this. I just think it's incredible. You are just going into the you're in the 8th grade, right?
Yeah, I'm going into ninth grade.
Okay, going into 9th grade, you've already come up with this invention. Like your mind, the fact that your mind is already rolling and thinking about something new to put out into the world. First up, tell me about your experience at the convention.
So my experience was actually very good. So it was definitely, like, right when you got there, it was definitely nerve-wracking just seeing all the other people. And but once you started, like, presenting and once you got it done and over with, it was a breeze. But everyone was so nice and kind to everyone. Like, no one was too competitive. Everyone was kind. Everyone helped each other out. And it was just a great environment.
Okay, now tell me about your invention.
So my invention is a spatula that when you click this lever, it flips the spatula head 180 degrees. And it's really for everybody, but I got the idea from my uncle who has cerebral palsy, and it's hard for him to do everyday tasks like make breakfast for himself in the morning.
Yeah.
So I decided to think of an idea and make it for him so that it's easier for everybody in the world.
That is incredible. Now, was he with you when you were coming up with the prototype, just to make sure, doing quality control, I guess, to make sure it's suitable and it works for him?
Yeah, I definitely got a bunch of feedback from him and
Yeah.
a bunch of my peers, like my teachers, my family members. Everybody gave me good feedback, and that's how I came up with my second prototype. This is my final prototype, which is my second one as well, but my first one was definitely different from this one. It had a skinnier spatula head. It was longer than a normal spatula, so it wouldn't fit into any kitchen drawers, and it didn't have these adjusted grips for people with different hand sizes.
Look at you thinking about how it would fit into the kitchen drawer. That is important. I love that. Now, tell me more about who inspires you. You said your uncle, but I hear that creative minds and thinking of new things, it runs in your family, right?
Yeah, my grandfather, he was an inventor. He had over 21 patents before he died. So he was definitely a huge inspiration for me. And I always wanted to be like him. So I started at a young age from inventing, from like taking things apart and putting them back together in different ways. And that's just a way that I can show my creativeness in the world.
That is so awesome. And I know that if he were still around, he would be extremely proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
That is incredible. Okay, so what comes next after this with the competition that you won?
So after state finals, there's nationals, and at nationals, there's about 500 kids participating, and you go to Michigan at the Henry Ford Museum, and that is just crazy. It's exciting, but also nerve-wracking at the same time. So you get there, and right when you walk in, there's a bunch of booths with different people, and there's so many different inventions, but on the second day, you present and get the awards after. So presenting was a little nerve-wracking because there were about 4 judges in each circle, so I had to present to 4 different people at the same time, so it was a little nerve-wracking, but once I got it done and over with, it was nice and easy.
Yeah.
And then at awards, it was very nerve-wracking because they go from 3rd to 1st place, so I didn't hear my name for 3rd and 2nd, so I was very worried.
Yeah.
But then I heard my name for 1st place, so that was very exciting. And then right after I got interviewed, so it was very cool.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, now we do have to head out, but really quickly, what are your aspirations for the future?
Just think about, like, before you invent, make sure that you know it's not a thing already, and also make sure that you keep going with it and don't, like, be perseverant, because you can't just give up after the first try. You have to keep going, and if you just stop after the first one, you're probably, like, you're going to be stopping on something that could be very important to you. So make sure that you keep going, make sure that you stay persistent, and keep with it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Awesome work, young man. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
Thank you.
I have a feeling we'll be hearing more of his name around. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.